Dear friends, good morning on Monday the 4th of January and a very happy new year, and I do hope that it is a better one than last year. Yesterday we were thinking about the Magi, whose visit to Bethlehem is celebrated at Epiphany, the 12th day of Christmas, Wednesday the 6th of January this year. Traditionally that's the time to take down the Christmas decorations. While you're doing that and putting them away for another 11 months, I'd love you to think about the Magi and their determined search for Jesus, which led them to bow down and worship him and present their costly gifts. They are a great picture of the vision for our church, which is to be passionate about Jesus and of our 4 ministry commitments. First, they were passionate about discipleship. Even though they were pagan astrologers, they had enough understanding of the Jewish scriptures to know that the appearance of a new star meant that the King of the Jews had been born. And when they arrived at Jerusalem, it was the prophecy of Micah that led them to Bethlehem. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. It is also a deep understanding of the scriptures which will lead us to Jesus. So can I encourage you to recommit yourself and your family to engaging with the Bible personally, on Sundays, via the Sunday Club materials, on the website and in our small groups, which will be looking at Ruth this term. Secondly, they were passionate about worship. Their search was not just a cerebral searching of the skies and the scriptures for some sort of esoteric spiritual enlightenment. No, they expended enormous effort to travel, possibly all the way from Babylon via Jerusalem to Bethlehem. And when they arrived, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. What a lovely picture this is of giving themselves, body, mind and spirit, to the baby that they acknowledged as Lord and God. So can I encourage you to recommit yourself to the Lord Jesus for 2021, to worshipping and serving him in whatever way he is calling you to do that, with your body, mind and spirit. Thirdly, they were passionate about mission. The Feast of the Epiphany is sometimes called the manifestation of Christ to the Gentiles, and it is quite extraordinary that after the shepherds, the next recorded worshippers of Christ were Gentile pagan astrologers. What a contrast they are to the chief priests and the teachers of the law who remain in Jerusalem, while the Magi hurry off to Bethlehem, and to King Herod, who plots to kill Jesus. Well, having found Jesus, they're wise enough to see through Herod's desire to worship him, and they decide not to return home via Jerusalem. In other words, they are already living for Christ. And what an example their zeal is for us, not only to find Jesus, but to live for him as we return home to our own countries. I love T.S. Eliot's comment on how the Magi returned home to their kingdoms, but no longer at ease here in the old dispensation with an alien people clutching at their gods. There is a sense in which, having found Jesus and worshipped him, we won't be at ease in this world in which we find ourselves, but we'll be constantly looking for and praying for opportunities to point others away from their gods to the true King that we found. And then fourthly, they were passionate about community. Traditionally there were 3 kings, but that's based more on the 3 gifts that they presented than anything else. It's much more likely that the Magi were quite a large group of travelling Babylonian astrologers. It's a good reminder to us that we don't seek Jesus or find him alone. We are much more likely to encounter him together, in community, as the church. It's one of the reasons why Alpha is so great, because we discover Jesus together. But having found him with others, we remain committed to each other. And we really do need each other at the moment, as we face a very uncertain future and the possibility of many more months of lockdown and being physically separated from each other. So can I encourage you to go out of your way to keep on reaching out to other people? I know that many of us are doing this already, and I'm so grateful. But if all of us were regularly reaching out to 1 or 2 others, with the intention of encouraging each other in our faith, Jesus will become more real to us, and we'll be more likely to bow down and worship him, become more passionate about him. May I wish you a very happy new year. God bless you.